HTC held an event on the 12th to launch their new flagship phone. They've had a bit of a rough patch with their flagship phones as of late, with the M9 not being received terribly well and the A9, well, looking like an iPhone, if we're honest. Thankfully though, they seem to have course corrected and now trying to make their HTC phones look like HTC phones with the new HTC 10. So the first thing you'll notice about the HTC 10 is that the word 1 isn't there, nor is an M. Probably in an effort to disassociate themselves from the previous models I just mentioned, the 1 moniker has been dropped. HTC's head of global product marketing, Darren Snug, he has no vowels in his last name, it's just SNG. So I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, but I'm gonna go with Snug. Told Android Central before the event that their goal for the HTC 10, and the reason they're calling it a 10 is because they're aiming for a perfect 10. The body of this new device has chamfered edges on the back of the unibody metal design, along with smaller edges on the front to help the 5.2-inch 2.5K Super LCD 5 screen transition to the thin sides of the device. On the right side, we have the SIM tray, a textured power button to help you differentiate it from the volume buttons that also sit on that same side. At the bottom, we have a fingerprint sensor/home button and capacitive buttons for back and multitasking. HTC has also dropped the dual front-facing speakers that everybody was kind of hoping for in favor of a different type of system. Instead, they have a hi-fi boom sound speaker hidden in the earpiece at the top of the device for playing the higher-end audio, and basically the equivalent of a subwoofer at the bottom for playing the low end. Now we'll have to see how this new setup holds up against the beloved dual front-facing speakers, but anyone who's had their hands on the device so far has at least said positive things. Also in the audio department, the HTC 10 has 24-bit hi-fi audio for wired headsets built in, much in the same way that the LG G5 does when you put the hi-fi module onto it, and it can also upscale current audio to the better quality as well. The department where the M9 lacked and caused a huge uproar was the camera. So there's a lot riding on this new flagship's camera in the eyes of HTC fans. In this camera, HTC has brought back their ultra pixel concept. The concept being, of course, to have larger pixels instead of more, which they actually started a long time ago, and now it seems to be catching on with most of the manufacturers this year. These ultra pixels are 1.55 microns in size, which is the same size as the Nexus 6P and just slightly larger than the 1.4 micron size that Samsung has in the Galaxy S7, just in case you're keeping score. On the front of the camera, we have a 5 megapixel ultra pixel camera that has a neat feature that you don't usually find in the front-facing camera, which is image stabilization. Normally that's just in the back camera, but HTC put it in both. I guess shaky selfies are an epidemic. Powering all of this is a Snapdragon 820 processor, just like most of the flagships this year have. 4 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of internal storage with an option for a micro SD card slot to expand that storage, and also a 3000 milliamp battery. The HTC 10 will start shipping in early May for around $700. There you go, quick rundown of the HTC 10 event. I, for one, am kind of excited about the specs and the design, but I will withhold my judgment until I can actually get one in my hand, of course. In the meantime, if you guys want, please click the link below to be taken to the article I wrote on this, and you can also see links to my favorite HTC 10 previews. If you like this video, please thumbs up it or share it. It is greatly appreciated. And if you want more videos like this, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also reach out to me on Twitter at @TheUnlocker with the E missing in the word unlocker. And as always, thanks for watching.